to the series of Angular web application from scratch. In the previous videos of this series, uh, we have seen how to initiate an Angular project. Here is the instructions, and then we added bootstrap styling, added login component, and the login form submission with the form validations. You can check the link of the full playlist in the upper right corner. We discussed also the project structure. So we have started the API integrations. So we set up this Node Mongo TypeScript server, Express server. Here is the project repo. You can see the simple Angular app, and you can see the my demo is our Angular project, and the server is our server which is currently using this project. We already integrated the login API. So you can check the link of the repo in the descriptions. Now if I go to the project, so you can see we have the my demo. This is the Angular project, and we have the server, and server is running on the localhost 3001 port, and our Angular app is running is localhost 4200. You can see this is our Angular app. We designed this login page, and if I log in, you can check it's providing the toaster notification login successful, and here is our login API call. It's providing the token which is currently storing in our local storage. So you can check the link of this video in the upper right corner. Today we will add common layout component, home to do, and add more features like the decoding token and get token in auth service and redirect to home, also the logout. So we also already added the service here. Inside service we have the auth service. So we will add more functions here in the auth service. Currently we have only the login. So let's get started. If you check our application now, if I try to log in with valid credential, it's just showing the toaster notification, the login successful, but it's not redirecting to any page because we don't have any page right now. So we'll design, and if I give the wrong credential here, so here it's just giving the response in the developer console, but not in the alert or the notification, toaster notification. You can just see the error from the developer console here, the auth failed. We have to show it in the alert. So we will handle this error. So in the auth service here we have the response. We will catch this error just like this, just error, and we will just print the error for now. I want to see the object of this error. So now if I try to log in with invalid credentials, you can see it's giving me this HTTP response error, and here we have this error object, and inside error object we have the message auth failed, and we have the status 403 forbidden. So we'll print this message in the toaster. So I will now add the toaster, this toaster dot error, and here will be our error dot, if error presents then it will contain the error object, and if the error object present then we'll check the message. So if it's present we will print this message, otherwise print logging failed. Now if I go to the browser and test it with invalid credentials, so you can see the error auth failed. The error is the header, and the message from the server we are getting the error dot message, and the login failed is not. So it's working. Now if I use the valid credential, it show me the login successful. Next I will add the redirection. I will add the home component. common layout component, and also our to-do component. So we'll to-do features in the later video. Before adding this component, I want to add the two method here, to utility method to get the token and check if the user is logging or not. So check the if token exists in the local storage or not. Now I will open the terminal and add the layout component. So you can see the layout component added. Next I will add the home component. Next I will add the to-dos component. And I will also add the new to-do component. Next I will add the routes of those components in our app routing module.ts. So here the router configuration sets up the basic layout, the layout component you can see. Mm, with the child routes. So the child routes, we have the home to-dos and the new to-dos. So the home component, to-do component, and the new to-do components that are loaded within the layout based on the specified paths. The default route is set to redirect to the home page. So now if I go to the browser and if I try to go to the default route, you can see it's go to the home, layout works. And if I go to the to-do, can see it's just showing the layout works. One more thing I have to do here, I have to mention the router outlet. So that the other routes can be its child. So you can see the to-dos work. And if I go to the new to-dos, you can see the new to-do also works. And if I go to the home, and home works. Now I will add the navbar here in the layout so that I can access by clicking those home to-dos and the new to-do. So you can see we added this Navbar. The dashboard is here, and here we have the home to-dos and the new to-dos. If I bought this, you can see the home or home works. If I click on the to-dos, you can see that it's changing the routes. The to-do works and new to-do also works. And if I go to the dashboard, it's redirected to the home. Now we'll add this router outlet in the container, inside container, and I will apply the margin top. Now I have to add the logout in this Navbar, and if the user is logged in, so I have to show the logged in username. So first I will go to the login component.ts and add some methods to get the information that the user is logged in or not and get the username. Here if you see the token inside our local storage, if I go to the, here is the token, it is the JWT token. So we need to decode this token here to get the information of the user. So I will use the JWT decode package here for this. So first I will install this JWT decode here in PMI JWT -decode. So it's added. Now I will go to the auth router service. Sorry, the auth service. And here I will add this JWT decode. Import star s JWT underscore decode. Now I will add the two method here, get decoded token and logout. I will put inside in the try catch block. Next, I will add the logout. On logout, I will remove the token from the local storage and navigate to the login page. Now I'll call this get decoded token and log out from the layout component.ts. So const. Now I will integrate these functions in the login component.html. Seems like it's not its login is false. So I will try to log in. So if I log in here, the toast notification is not showing. I have to check. So I have restarted it. Let's check now. So you can see the error maximum call stack is exited. If I go to there, you can see it's calling its own methods. That's why. So it will be this dot auth service dot it's logged in. Now if I check here, it's coming as the logged in as, but the username is not coming here. And the logout button we have, and we have the token in our. So if I press the logout, you can see it's redirected to the login page, and it's the token removed from the local storage. But we have to check why the username is not coming, because the get logged user is not calling. So we have to call when the component will render. So I will use the ng on init lifecycle hook. So ng on init lifecycle hooks in Angular is a method that is called once after the component is created and initialized, but before it is rendered. It commonly used for the component initialization tasks such as the fetching data from the service, setting up subscriptions. So I am fetching the user details here. So now if I try to log in, so you can see it's the toaster is coming, login successful, and login as the test, and this is the name of this users, and the email is test@test.com. It's printed and it's successfully login and it's working successfully. If I go to the dashboard, it's redirected to the dashboards and the to-dos page, new to-do page. This also working. So that's all for this video. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please hit the like button, please share my video, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.